This is a cell of Lane Iwakura from Serial Experiments Lane. Those of you who are probably familiar with that one. This is, can't remember her name. From Battle Athletes OVA, actually, the original Battle Athletes OVA. There's also a TV series. Beautiful, large cell there. This is Iria from Iria Zerum the animation. Now you'll notice in both of these cases I also have the original pencil sketch on the bottom. Don't have a pencil sketch for, that's Akari, I think, from, yeah. I have the original pencil sketch there. Lane was done almost entirely using digital animations. There are very few actual cells of the series. It's very hard to find cells of those. These sorts of large cells are rare, and Iria, which is a very popular anime, and so a lot of those cells are hard to find. Moving up here, this is from Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040, the reboot of Nene, who I absolutely adored from this series. Great reboot of Bubblegum Crisis, and fun character. This, of course, is Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin, the original OAV. This is a cut, or a panel from the scene where his scar has just started to bleed again. Over here, Relina from Gundam Wing, apparently blessing a fountain pen. And of course over here, good old card captor Sakura, in a cute little cell. This is a good example of cell collecting. Because she's not in the middle of the cell, she's kind of off to the side. This is considered a B cell, even though it's a nice cell. An A cell is a top of the line cell. This is a B cell because she's not quite in the center, but I really like her personality there, so I was very happy to get it. Moving on into the hallway, I have my collection of Tenchi cells. Tenchi was kind of the anime that got me into anime. So this is a cell from Tenchi, the first movie, Tenchi Muyo in Love. This is of Tenchi's father, Nobuyuki, sitting in a plane of nothingness, if you will. Here's a cell from the original Tenchi OAV of Tenchi being healed. Very nice cell there. Cell from Tenchi, the first movie, Tenchi Muyo in Love, of Tenchi himself. Love this shot. Washu from the movie Daughter of Darkness, along with Tenchi. I really like the expressions on the faces there. Washu from, I believe, Magical Project S, the Pretty Sammy TV series. Down here is, of course, Tenchi and Sakuya from Tenchi in Tokyo. And just like the expression there, I really wanted a cell of Sakuya, and she looks pretty good there. And here, of course, is a cell from Haruna from the third Tenchi movie, Tenchi Muyo in Love 2, or Tenchi Forever. And this is his quasi-wife. And now, spinning down here to the big hallway of cells, which I'm very proud of. Collected these over a course of many years, so it's not like I ran out and spent thousands of dollars on all this stuff. Ah, yes. Kazuya Yotsuka from Dual Parallel Troubled Adventure. A parody of Evangelion crossed with Tenchi Muyo, basically. Really fun series. That's the main pilot character. This is one of the girls, is basically the Asuka character from that series. And moving down here, another character from the series, there's the main character with one of the other girls, who is quite a cutie. One of my other rare Gundam cells, this is from Gundam X, Garrett and Tifa here. This is actually from, I believe, the first episode, when Tifa first uses the Gundam X's power. So, Gundam cells are kind of hard to find, at least good Gundam cells are hard to find. This, of course, Space Pirate Captain Harlock from the original Harlock TV series. This is a fairly obscure one. This is from Boogie Pop Phantom. This is a girl named Ponaru from the series, which I had a strong reaction to. It's a very interesting storyline that she was involved in. Over here, main character from Dominion Tank Police. Leona, I think, with the bio ball around her neck, as she is having to listen to the main villain explain things, but lovely expression on her. This, of course, is from Kadocha. This is Sana-chan reacting strongly. This is during the episode where they go back in time. This is another cell from Battle Athletes, and it's kind of hard to express here just how big this cell is. And to express it, I'm going to put out my hand on the side. That's how big that cell is. It's huge. From the original OAV, she's starting off, that's the original background as well. I just found that and I was blown away. It looks gorgeous. Moving back up, let's see here. That character from Battle Athletes Victory. Now you'll notice a lot of Battle Athletes cels here. I really enjoyed the Battle Athletes Victory TV series, and fortunately the cels are cheap, so I got a few of those, as well as stuff from the OAV. Here's an obscure one and a great find. This is from a series called Future Boy Conan by Hayao Miyazaki. Yes, one of his very early TV series. This is from episode 2. That is Conan himself on that. I found this cel in a bargain bin for $5 because no one knew what it was from. So this is I'm sure a very valuable cel to folks who know the show that it's from. Another cel from Boogie Pop Phantom. This is Poom Poom, who is a fictional character come to life. Great representation of the danger of dreams. My very recent cel in terms of when I procured it, got it just a couple months ago actually. This is two of the characters from El Hazard, the classic series. I think it's from the OAV. And coming down here, Shayla, also from El Hazard. Love this character. Fiery, but with a heart. And I just really like that. Bet you don't know what this one's from. Key the Metal Idol, fairly obscure OAV from the mid-90s, about sort of an android girl and stuff. And for those who have seen Key, you'll notice this is a cel of her in her human mode, which is very rare, so that's cool. A cel from Project A-ko, the classic parody anime movie, which turned into, I think it did 4 sequels to Project A-ko. Really fun, goofy, over-the-top parody of anime and action movies in general. Shu from Now and Then, Here and There, the main character from Now and Then, Here and There, and a perfect expression of his general feelings throughout the course of that show. And then down here, of course, his rival, is that Nabuka, I think his name is? As he is being saved, essentially, by Shu, and his expression during that, which just perfectly captures that character as well. Character from Mighty Space Miners, an OAV no one's ever heard of. This is actually part of my obscure anime panel. 2-episode OAV of what was supposed to be a 3-episode OAV. Really, really fun little sci-fi adventure. Down here, a cel from Robot Carnival, a collection of short films all put together into one big movie about robots and so forth. This is the robot called Red Cape in that. And finally, moving on to my Miyazaki cels. This is a cel from Porco Rosso. This is Porco's ship, and actually I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. You can actually see if it'll... Ooh, it's not liking that, is it? You can actually see Porco in there. It's kind of cool. Ooh. A cel from My Neighbor Totoro, one of my favorite movies. Cel of Satsuki and Mei and the neighborhood boy, which I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And that is not the original background, those of you who remember from the movie. That is a scan of a different background that they had available with the cel, so I had it framed that way. And finally, a cel of Kiki, from Kiki's Livery Service, when she's kind of sick. And again, an example of a really nice expression on an anime cel, even a little bit of blush there. So those are my cels, that's it. That is my collection. Thank you all for indulging me for a little bit.